This is my dog, Tammy. We rescued her 5 years ago from the Humane Society. This is my sister's dog, Marley. We rescued her from the Animal Welfare League. Here is Harley. She was a stray my parents found when on vacation. Then finally, here's Rooney. We got her from the Backyard Dog Project. Wait, you don't know what the Backyard Dog Project is? Maybe I should explain a little. Heck, let's just make a documentary. Or should I say, dog-umentary? And then too much. The Backyard Dog Project is an all-volunteer group that helps people that have a dog or dogs chained up outside. Most of these people have multiple dogs, both inside and out of their home. In many cases, the owners of these dogs were simply just trying to help, but got in over their heads and cannot provide the basic things for their dogs to live a healthy life.
Hi, I'm Kristen Crankshaw. I'm the director of the Backyard Dog Project, and also probably known as the Crazy Dog Lady. It was about 2 years ago. I would travel down the same street a couple times a week, and I saw, a dog chained up. And it was just day after day. This dog didn't have any freedom, outside in all kinds of weather, heat, cold. I got really excited thinking this will be my first dog I rescue. I'll educate the owners and they'll bring him inside. Unfortunately, it didn't quite happen that way. After 2 years, he's still chained.
Go ahead.
One very important thing we'd like to get across through our project is that chained dogs are 2.8 times more likely to bite than a non-chained dog. That's because being chained so long, they often get very territorial of their small space. That's really all they know. So it can be very dangerous to have a dog chained for so long. So some of the things the volunteers and I do, if we see a chained dog, a lot of times people contact us through our website, give us an address and say, hey, can you go check on this particular dog? Well, we will go see what the dog's needs are. A lot of times we see dogs without shelter, without proper food bowls, very heavy chains. So part of what we do is we can deliver free dog houses, straw to stuff the dog houses, lightweight cable tie-outs, always dog food and treats. But most importantly, education for the owner. It's not that we want all of these dog owners to say, yes, you can take my dog. Really, we want to educate them and see if they will bring that dog inside their home to be part of their family. If they won't do that, that's kind of where we might want to step in and say, hey, if we can find an indoor home for this dog, would you let it go?
I went with Kristen and a few volunteers to film exactly what it is they do. The dogs at this house are referred to as the Oak Street Five. The owner of the Oak Street Five called the Backyard Dog Project for help because she could no longer afford to care for the dogs. The woman and her daughter got some of the dogs for free off of Craigslist and were trying to do the right thing. When Kristen first came to help, there were several dogs inside and 5 chained up outside. She got 2 into a rescue right away, but a couple dogs are still chained. This is Vixen. Isn't she beautiful? Sadly, she has major hair loss due to fleas, but her coat is starting to grow back thanks to the medical care the Backyard Dog Project offered. This is Cupid, who along with Vixen has been chained for over a year in all kinds of weather. Here's Blue. Don't judge him by his mean looks. He is a very sweet dog. Unlike the others, Blue gets to come inside. Our goal today was to take this golden retriever, named Tevin, into a rescue, but the owner was not willing to give her up. After one of the specially trained volunteers broke up a dog fight that had been started, the owner felt more comfortable and finally agreed to release Tevin into a rescue.
Come on, baby. Thank you. Got all wet.
We'll give you updates and assure you that she's safe and being well taken care of.
Have a trouble. I'll tell you right now, she's beautiful. She's got a great size to her. They'll give her some training, get her some temperament stuff going on, and yeah, you've done good by her. You've done good by her.
sometimes it's really tough for people to let go of these animals. You're really trying to let them know that, an indoor home is obviously best for them. It is a tough thing for them to let go, but that's, legally we need them to sign an owner surrender form saying that we now have the dog, and there will be no repercussions after that. And this particular dog, Heaven, she did go to a golden retriever rescue, and she's now in a foster home and doing very well.
Before we left, the volunteers helped make the dogs feel a little more comfortable. They brought food, some dog houses, and rubber-coated leads instead of chains that can tangle. We put down some straw for warmth and to cover all the muddy spots. We all got to socialize and play around with the dogs, which is all that they really wanted.
Are you a good boy?
A few weeks ago, we went to visit a terrier named Arthur. He has been chained to a tree for 14 years. When we were there, we had an argument with the owner who seemed very upset. The volunteers quickly changed what they were talking about into something positive and got on his good side. He said he would release Arthur if we could find him a good home. They later came back and took Arthur to the vet because he had a cough, but found out that he has pretty bad heartworms. Right now, he's being treated, but we can't be sure that at his age he'll be able to take it. So far, everything has been going well, and we're hoping for the best.
One of the hardest things for us to see is a dog, we can't help, but the owners are not willing to help, and we have to kind of stand by and watch that dog suffer.
Something I noticed was how dramatically the dog's behavior changed when they were around their owners. Vixen, who was very timid, opened up and wanted to play when the owner's grandchildren came over. Arthur was a bit aggressive and territorial, but as soon as his owner came out, he was ready to play. These dogs truly love their owners, even if they do treat them poorly. These dogs don't want to be chained outside in the heat or bad weather. They want to be inside. They want to play. They want to be healthy, and they want to be loved. A lot of people don't realize how many mistreated animals there are right here in our own backyards. If you or someone you know are looking to adopt a dog, please consider the Backyard Dog Project. Want to volunteer, donate, or ask for help? Contact Kristen through their website.